Good afternoon, good evening, rather, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final home game of the 2014-2015 campaign for your Delaware State University Hornets. WDSU-TV is back here live. My name is Byron Dixon. I'm joined once alongside Derek Slayton. We are here for Senior Day in the Hornets' Nest as we have your Delaware State University Hornets taking on the Women Lady Pirates of Hampton, the five-time defending MEAC champions of this conference. They have had sheer dominance and have done it through excellence with that program on the women's side, and have definitely been not only a power in the MEAC but through national recognition as well. The Lady Hornets coming to this game 5-22, 2-12 in the MEAC, and will welcome the five-time defending champions, the Hampton Pirates, at 16-11, 12-2 in the MEAC. It's a senior night for the Hornets. The seniors of Tiara Hawkins and Jay Washington lead the way, and they will be vocal points of tonight's game. I'm just going to bring in Derek. They're going to probably get ready to cut out the lights in a second. Derek, as we bring you in, talk a little bit about what senior night does. What does that mean to this team?
Senior night has to mean a lot, especially for two players that's been as accomplished as Jay Washington and Tiara Hawkins. They've played a lot of games together. They've started over 170 games together. So it has to mean a lot that they finally be able to have their senior day and have their game recognized, and hopefully pull off an upset against the best team in the MEAC.
Definitely. Great point there, Derek. We're going to go straight to your keys to the game and impact players for the senior night here.
On the keys to the game, first of all, they're going to have to limit turnovers. The last time these two teams met, Hampton Pirates forced the DSU Hornets into 38 turnovers, which was a season high, and about to a double-digit loss. Secondly, they're going to have to play, I think they're going to have to crash the boards better. Hampton doesn't score a lot, but they get a lot of second chance opportunities. They're going to have to box out in their zone, and they're going to have to do a good job rebounding strongly and going out of transition. The third and final key to the game is going to have to be the running pick and roll offense. Aldridge and Hawkins look very good in their limited role in the pick and roll offense. If they run out a little bit more, they'll be a great usage of that set and lead to a lot of points for them. I think in terms of impact players, first it has to be Tiara Hawkins, over 1,700 points, 800 rebounds, and 70 blocks in her career. One of only two players who did that in team history. The other person who's done it is the assistant coach for the Hampton Pirates, Barbara Burgess. So kind of a homecoming together. Barbara Burgess to see one of her mentees be very successful in her final senior day game. And also for the Hampton Lady Pirates is Malia Taper-Freitas, the reigning rookie of the year, and he has top scorer. She is a dynamic scorer. She can drive, she can shoot. She also forces a lot of turnovers on the defensive end, so it'll be a great matchup.
Definitely be a great matchup. We're ready for tip-off here. Hornets, Pirates. Definitely a clash of two teams. Hornets fighting for something, some type of momentum as the MEAC tournament is a little bit over a week away. The Pirates sheer dominance, 5 straight MEAC titles. Their coach, Davis Six, is in his 6th season as the coach, 143-46 in his career. 2 Coach of the Year titles, and they earned a number 12 seed in the tournament, which was the highest by a MEAC school ever. So this team definitely not only garnering recognition in the MEAC, but nationally as well, as the tip goes appropriately to Jay Washington, the senior, here on Senior Day. And this game's underway, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks once again for joining us. You have Washington, Aldridge, Blackburn, Bogart, and Hawkins up court. And first play of the game, it's Tiara Hawkins, Derek. She gets on the board early on with her first points of senior night.
Already, Coach Davis Six is upset and uses an early timeout. Don't really see that happen very often, but this guy, he preaches perfection. He won the MEAC conference 5 years in a row, so you can see why.
When you win 5 straight MEAC titles and actually get a number 12 seed in not only the MEAC but the NCAA tournament, highest rank ever for a MEAC team of any caliber, you get to do what you want. You got the green light.
Kind of like what the Spurs do with Greg Popovich with these early timeouts. Don't really see that too often, but everybody knows that the Hornets love to drive and attack the paint, so I have to be a little upset about that.
The question is, what was longer, the play before the timeout or Ronda Rousey's UFC fight? That'd be something interesting to see. That's about 24 seconds, so a little bit longer. But anyway, we're back. Resume play here. Pirates go inside. Shot is no good. That shot's no good by Lupo. Kayla Lupo, and there's a steal. We talk about turnovers a lot, and there it is. And Derek, there's your impact player, Malia Tate DeFreitas, the sophomore standout.
Second in the MEAC in steals with 3.2 steals per game. They force a lot of turnovers, 22 turnovers to be exact per game, and you can see why.
Aldridge lines up 3. Shot is up. It is good. And pregame, Derek, me, you were watching the team warm up. They locked down a lot of shots from that right extended elbow area.
Exactly, and Aldridge, it's great to see her confidence has risen throughout these past 10, 11 games since she's been thrusted into the starting lineup due to injury. She's responded very well.
Definitely been playing well and has been a positive for this team. And we have our first substitution of the day as Georgiano Gilbo will check into the game. Drive inside, bounce pass delivered up and in. And there'll be an opportunity for a three-point play there. Brielle Ward with the shot. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. A freshman out of Richard Jr. out of Baltimore, Maryland.
Never like to see penetration up the middle, especially when you're in a 2-3 zone, because situations like that happen, put Blackburn in a bad position. We're going to get a lane violation. I think it's going to be on Hampton, though, so Hornets ball.
Definitely a good job there. Get it. Hornets actually lead 5-4. And here comes a little bit of a press action that we have seen a lot with this team, and they've had their struggles with it. Washington goes to her left, gets in the lane. What a pass there inside to Nikki Blackburn, and what a dime on senior day from Jay Washington, Nikki Blackburn.
Crafty move by Washington, denying the pick and roll, and went to the weak side where there was no help defense.
That pick and roll you talked about. It does do well when they actually rely on it.
Exactly. Use Hampton's aggressiveness against them. You know they want to trap the pick and roll, so just fake like you're going to use it. We spoke about rebounding has to be critical. We're going to get another and one opportunity. The foul's going to be on Bogart, but really it should be on Aldridge, who stopped sliding her feet and just gambled for the reach-in and exposed her team on that situation. Have to continue to just slide your feet, keep your player in front of you, so that situation won't happen. Rebounds are killing the Hornets already in this game. A lot of second chance opportunities.
And steps out of bounds. Pirates lead 9-7 early on in this game. Three-point shot, no good. And on the other end, we have a turnover, and it's going to be out of bounds. Pretty much the same corner which Aldridge's turnover was. So
somebody's going to have to investigate that corner. Don't really see people step out of bounds too much.
Washington brings the ball up court. 9-7 is the score here. Pass goes to Bogart, right wing, drives in, pass stolen away. And White gets it. White regains her balance and keeps the ball. And from way downtown, almost from the Hampton, Virginia area, is DeFreitas. And I guess you could say she has the green light there.
Yeah, that definitely was a little out of her range and an ill-advised shot. She doesn't have the best shot selection. She shoots under 40% on the season from the floor, and you can see with shots like that, the reason why.
Early on, relying on a little bit of pick and roll action. Kersey takes the screen from Hawkins again. Bogart in the right corner. Pulls up, shot no good. Pass inside. Ward is met by Bogart, and a foul's called as Ward took a nice shot there from Bogart. Good, clean, hard foul.
Scary collision there. Bogart got it clean up top, but crashed right into Malia DeFriets. Actually, I'm sorry, crashed right into Ward, and that's her second foul. That's not good for the Hornets. She had 27 points in her last outing.
Definitely saw foul trouble issue last game. You saw Hawkins. She was on the bench for an extended period of time. And they'll have to get Blackburn back in here quickly as Bogart will head to the bench. Ward, second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Aldridge. Aldridge gets it over to Washington.
See, Hampton, they're trying to trap or press on every opportunity, no matter if it's a miss or not. It forces a turnover here.
The shot is up and no good, and it goes out to Ward. Shot was no good by Gilbo. Gilbo in the lane, losing it. Gets it out to the free throw. Shot no good. Aldridge ahead of the pack. Aldridge brings it out wisely. Nowhere really to go. Good defense there, stopping the ball by White. We approach 15 minutes remaining in this first half, senior night. And Jay Washington's shot no good. Tried a little bit of a floater there.
The pressure by the Hampton Lady Pirates starting to get to the Lady Hornets. They're not getting into their sets. So Aaliyah Davis will be checking in on the next dead ball opportunity.
And Lupo goes up. Point blank range, no good, but Ward says, I got your back. And she gets the three-point play opportunity yet again. Seems like her second one of the day in a matter of minutes.
And another, just so many and one opportunities because they're not crashing the boards. They're forcing the misses, but it doesn't matter if you cannot get the defensive rebound.
All to no avail. Definitely have to find an individual to box out and definitely make sure that you put a body on them. Because if not, this team will definitely take advantage of that. Well, Derek, early on in this game, you got the five-time MEAC champions in the building. Now, psychologically, a lot of times you got to say, well, the advantage is on every side to the Hampton Pirates.
Exactly.
But thinking of a team in a situation in last place in the MEAC, trying to think what do you have to play for, what do you do coming into a game like this psychologically and then applying that to the X's and O's?
Well, you want to get up to a fast start, so you want to get the ball to your best player early and try to get a couple of buckets. We saw that with Hawkins, first play of the game, got it into her in the post, and she was able to finish. But we haven't seen anything of Hawkins since then as the timeout was called, and you're seeing them front the post or be very physical with Hawkins up and down the court so she can't get into good post position. But they're going to have to find a way to get her involved. Also, they're going to have to find a way to take some pressure off of Washington in these press situations as she looks a little tired already. So maybe have another ball handler out there or run some pick and rolls from the half-court line just to free her up, give her a little bit of space.
Question will be, foul trouble is definitely the theme of today. What do you do? Who do you go to on this bench? We saw this rotation. It's not a very large rotation. It's very, it's shrunk throughout the season. But last game we did see a little bit more substitutions than usual. And it seemed to work at times as well.
It does seem to work. I think playing Stinnett in certain minutes and also playing Davis when the time suits itself has worked very well, especially because they have all different types of abilities than the starters. In terms of Stinnett, she's a rangy defender, and Davis is one of the better ball handlers, so you're able to use them at different times of the game.
And as you said, Davis checks into the game. One of the better ball handlers on his team, does not try to turn the ball over. Speaking of which, ball knocked away. It'll stay with the Hornets. A little bit of a high-low action there with Hawkins and Davis.
That's a good look, though, because you know that they're going to trap off of whoever gets the ball, so just have to pass it quickly.
Hawkins met by 3 defenders, but it leaves it wide open for Aldridge. Aldridge No good. And back the other way come the Pirates. Lupo swings it over. DeFrida's in the corner. Bullies her way inside, misses the layup. Aldridge will get it for the Lady Hornets and loses the ball, looks like, but it was knocked away.
And a blocking foul will be called. It's a late call, but it's the right one as Aldridge just got ran into.
Definitely a good call. Better late than never is what I always say. Was a little late, but glad to get it right, even if it is a few minutes late. Coach Lewis subs Davis out to make Aldridge take it out.
Yeah, because Davis is a little bit more composed in terms of handling the pressure. She has more size and she can overpower other defenders. But Kersey will do some of the work here, and she just gets it plucked from her.
You talk about taking candy from a baby. That's what it was like there. White goes the other way, banks it in. That's a tough one right there, Derek.
That's not the strong suit of Kersey.
And she's going to get Jay Washington back in this game quickly.
Somebody give a pick. Hawkins needs to come out a little closer so she can use the pick.
Aldridge goes left, but she gets back right like she likes to do. 15 on the shot clock. Hawkins met by 2 defenders. Loses it. Turns it over. Lupo back the other way. Taking it herself. Gets the block.
Foul.
And she gets to the line. So another and one opportunity, Derek.
And it's starting to look ugly early. Just too much dribbling. You know they're going to trap. You know pressure is going to happen. Other people have to help. You're seeing your person get trapped. You got to come to the ball. Got to come to the ball quickly to help your teammates out. They're doing way too much dribbling against this press.
This is definitely early on in the game, Derek. You talk about the turnovers, the and one opportunities. What do you have to do? Like I said, once again, you know this team is on paper is better than you. Definitely have a lot more talent, a lot more versatility offensively and defensively with the depth they have as well. And they recruit some of the better players women's-wise in not only that area but in the country. What does Coach Lewis have to tell the team?
They have to be calm. They see somebody running up to press them, and it just seems like it just throws their composure off, and they feel like they have to beat that person with a crossover or something of that nature. They just have to take their time. Also, everybody has to be alert, and the spacing has to be good so they cannot get trapped. But a lot of this is just them getting plucked one-on-one. So you got to use some of your post players like Hawkins or Blackburn to set a pick to get the defender off with a point guard so they can have some room to operate.
So Lupo will head to the line for one. Completed a three-point play. Shot is good from Lupo. And we'll get Ryan Jordan to check into the game. And after the made basket, familiar foe for the Lady Hornets is the press, and we'll see it again. Up ahead of the pack to Washington, and they just threw that away. It's trash can day because they're throwing away like garbage. Looked like it could have been a double dribble call.
Yeah, definitely a double dribble.
White, downtown, no good.
Need a board.
Was a long two. Jay Washington picks up her dribble. Kind of weird to see that sometimes past half court.
There you go. Set the pick. Let them go underneath the screen. Give Washington some space to operate.
Bogart tries to scoop it up and in. It is no good. And it'll stay with the Lady Hornets here.
That's great weak side defense because Bogart had the look that she wanted.
Bogart looking for someone. Gets it to Hawkins. Washington drives. 5 on the shot clock. Washington gets it over to Blackburn. Blackburn met by 2 defenders. No good. Rebounded by Ward. Ward gets it over to DeFridas. DeFridas taking out the do-it-yourself kit. Knocked away. It's going to stay here with the Lady Pirates. Sam Bogart knocked it away there. And DeFridas will take it back out. White swings it over to DeFridas. Thought about it, takes it inside. Swings it over. Lupo again inside, banks it in. And Lupo's having a very good game early on, Derek.
Exactly, and that's what spacing can do is you cannot focus on one person. The ball is moving around, and they're beating the zone with the pass.
Crossover by Washington. Gets to the side of Hawkins. Hawkins spins up. No good. And you talk about a murderer's row of big individuals and the MEAC. You Doji on Saturday, and on Monday you get Lupo. Definitely got to be tough on anybody. Constantly have to deal with inside presence to caliber those players.
But you're seeing the pick and roll in that situation. They were able to get it to work and get the ball down to Hawkins in a one-on-one situation, and she's able to go to the line.
Hawkins will head to the line. It'll be important that the Hornets try to get something going, and with a player like Hawkins, seeing the ball go in the basket from free throws and layups can help her rhythm as this game continues on. And as I say that, she misses the free throw. So can you talk a little bit about maybe the nerves or the jitters that these seniors, mainly Hawkins or Washington, may have in a game like this?
It has to be a lot. And also, you're starting to press because they're down by 12. It has to hurt. You never want to lose a senior game, but you definitely don't want to be down double digits already in a situation like this either.
Definitely, you see a culmination of things that have happened all season for the Hornets. As White will set up the offense, takes the call from Coach Six. You hear him yell out 4 high. White, 15-foot shot. It is good. What a jump shot there. A nice, smooth release. Got to put that on tape, ladies and gentlemen. Hawkins takes on the whole Hampton team herself and pulls out the do-it-yourself kit and gets the easy 2 points. So good move there by Hawkins.
Hawkins, for a forward, has pretty good handles. Displayed it on that play there.
Pass inside, and we'll get a foul. Well, Derek, we're here. 21-9 is the score. It's kind of gone as most pundits would expect early on. 21-9 is the score. What has stood out to you so far in this game?
Offensively, they just seem rattled by the pressure, which is, you know, coming in what Hampton wants to do. You know they're going to pressure, but they don't seem organized enough. This would be something that they should have known was going to happen before the game started, and they should have had some sort of idea of how they were going to break the press down time after time during this game, but you just don't see. I don't see the strategy of how to break the press down right now.
Definitely tough so far. We talk about this season. I guess when you say looking at MEAC tournament, can you talk a little bit about what that means for this team? Not much probably will change. They'll most likely be the last seeded team. So what does that mean tournament outlook-wise?
It means the outlook is a little grim. They're going to face one of the better teams in the MEAC. Probably have to face North Carolina A&T, and that team is 10-4 in the MEAC, 17-10 on the season. So they're going to face a solid team. But the thing about the Hornets is they have a very good offense. They have the best offense in terms of field goal percentage. They have the 4th best offense in terms of points. It's just defensively and turning the ball over has been their undoing all season long. The Hornets are going to have to find a way to make this game a half-court game where they can take advantage of their post players. This up-and-down offense, which the Hornets do like to play, just doesn't fit the style because of Hampton's ability to press and force a lot of turnovers.
Looking for a 5-second call, the Hornet bench over there. Probably could have got it, but maybe had a second to spare. Lupo inside, met by Hawkins. Good defense there, beating it to the spot. Drive up by Jordan. No good. Rebounded, but knocked away. So to go to the Lady Hornets. So a good defensive stand, like you said, Derek, in the half court. Playing good defense that we've seen improve over the last few games.
Exactly. The defense isn't terrible. It's just they give up so many turnovers that it really just leads to a lot of easy buckets in transition. But their half-court defense is solid.
And you talk about White. White is doing it on both ends right now. I don't think people understand. She's hounding Jay Washington to the likes that she almost broke Jay Washington's ankles on a defensive play, and a foul's called. But White's been all over it, not only defensively, but she's got it done offensively with a smooth, silky jump shot as well.
Exactly. But right now, Hawkins is just turning into a battering ram and running over these Lady Pirates and heading to the line.
You look at a team like this Hampton team, they have everything at every position, and they have multiple individuals who can do it as well. So not just 1, 2, 3 people you have to prepare for. You have to prepare for this entire team and know that anybody on the floor can beat you.
Exactly, and especially the best scorer in the MEAC.
Hawkins makes both free throws.
So the Hornets are going to use a press of their own.
We saw last game, Derek. I know you want to talk a little bit about how they were able to get back in the game and cause a lot of turnovers with their own press.
Yeah, they were able to use their length, especially with Bogart being at the top of that 2-2 press, 2-2-1 press they were running, and her length forced a lot of turnovers and a lot of easy layups in transition, which almost led to the upset victory. They ended up losing by 7, but they cut the deficit down because of the press.
And they gave up a plethora of rebounds, but to no avail. Ward got one. You saw a lot of offensive rebounds given up, but they didn't get the points. Hornets with the ball, down 11.
Washington has to stop picking up her dribble when she's getting pressed. Has to be strong with the ball. There's a pick and roll. That's the offense that they want, and Blackburn just can't finish.
Definitely the offense that they want. You get the pick and roll, you get the defense to cheat over, and you get a little bit of an inside entry pass there. As the Frida's back the other way, and as someone just yelled behind me, it's money.
But continue to run a pick and roll. White and DeFreitas, after running into Hawkins a couple of times, it starts to tire you out, takes your legs out of you.
Definitely we have active defenders, the likes of this Pirate team that like to get up in your grill. You got to make them back up. Add a little fire to the grill, as they like to say, a little bit more lighter fluid. Make them back up a little bit. Picks and things like that, definitely, like you said,
run into Hawkins' shoulders a couple of times, and then you start looking back a little bit, and you kind of press a little bit, a little less aggressive, more conservative when you run into people.
You get popped one time by that grease, you'll back up. Inside the Bogart, 9:42 remaining. Bogart met by 2 defenders. Flips it up and gets it in, so.
Looks like we're going to get an offensive charge? Looks like we're going to get a charge on Bogart. That's going to be her 3rd foul in the first half. Once again, she had a career-high 27 points in the last outing against Maryland Eastern Shore.
Lupo met by Dumpton. Great job there by Bogart.
Bogart almost had her 4th foul.
Washington drives in, swings it over to Aldridge from 3. Shot no good. Hawkins with the skying up for the rebound, but to no avail. She misses everything. And Lupo back the other way, banks it in. Easy opportunity there.
Frustration setting in early for the Hornets, going up against the best team in the MEAC, and they're being outclassed right now.
It's definitely been an interesting game so far. 25-11 is the score early on in the game. Definitely been a tough game so far. Derek, what has stood out to you so far that the Pirates have done so well?
Defensively, they're not getting back in transition, which is hurting them. They can stop the Hampton Pirates in the half-court offense, but they have to get back first. They're getting beat out in transition. They are looking a little lackluster in their effort to even get back on defense, and that has to change. The energy has to change.
And it seems like when Hampton huddles up, they don't huddle up for long. Coach Six says we have to say and gets to these girls back on the court.
I like having Davis here. She handles the press probably the best out of all the ball handlers on the team.
Definitely a little bit of a dangerous pass there. That's Cole. Checked into the game, guarding Washington, taking White's place, but she's doing pretty much the same thing. Screen from Hawkins, slips it, swings over. Davis from 3, shot is no good. So it's the net into the game as well.
It's the net, a little bit of an energy player. She's very good defensively.
And up and in once again. Stop me if you've seen this movie before, Derek. Lupo's going back to the line for another 3-point play.
And Lupo is playing very well. Only averages about 3 a game, but like you said earlier, everybody on this team, if they're given an opportunity, they can hurt you.
definitely tough to stand on a senior day. You got a team like Hampton coming in. Somebody at scheduling needs to do a better job.
Exactly. It's tough.
And here comes another press from the Lady Pirates.
Where is Howard when you need them?
Davis met by almost a triple team, it looked like. Gets it over to Aldridge. Aldridge will take it herself and gets her shot swatted away. And it looks like she's going to be called for a charge.
Yes, there was somebody set as a charge as well underneath. I think she ran into Georgiana Gilbo.
And like that, another turnover. In a sense, a freshman mistake by Aldridge, over penetrating.
Exactly, and this is a well-coached Hampton team. Good steal by Hawkins, though.
A little bit of a David Tyree steal, keeping the ball keeping the midst of the head there.
Washington pushing the pace there and draws a foul.
Well, we do know it's senior day here, and a lot of times we look at what could be the next level. Look at a player like Tiara Hawkins, Derek. I want to put your scout's hat on. What do you think she could possibly do at the next level of professional basketball?
Well, she's going to be able to score wherever she goes because she's able to use her left or right hand. She can shoot from 15 foot out. I don't know what her draft prospects look like, but we spoke about it before, how her twin sister plays for the Washington Mystics. So maybe Big Sis is putting in a word to get her into the WNBA, and she definitely has the talent offensively. I think defensively she has to be more engaged, has to be more of a willing passer as well. That's one thing that she doesn't do, which allows teams to trap her and force turnovers. But in terms of scoring and rebounding and even shot blocking, she can offer a lot of that.
We're going to look at a replay here while we have a break in the action. Derek, can you talk a little bit about this play?
Just not getting back in transition. You have 4 Hampton Pirates ahead on a break, and that's just an easy pass and layup. That's fundamentals. And here's another situation in transition. Not really transition, but early offense. You get Davis matched up on Luto, and that's an easy bucket.
Definitely interesting. As we're ready to resume play here, Washington. Get it out to Davis. The net drives baseline, and you would like to see that count just for her confidence, but she did a good job getting to the line there.
You can see the quick burst. She has a lot of athleticism, and she could just let the nerves just go away and just play with confidence. She will be a very, very good player here for a lot of years to come.
And that's the next challenge for this team as the season winds down. She gets a shot blocked, and that will not so well with her. And guess who's blocking it, ladies and gentlemen? Lupo not only getting it all on the offensive side, but defensively as well, playing both sides of the court. The net drives left. Tough shot. Up. No good. A little out of control there.
She was looking for the foul, but when you're out of control, like you mentioned, you're not going to get that call.
Three-pointer from White.
Earlier, but finds White. She can't hit.
Shot no good, and she gets on rebound now. Cole way downtown. No good. It's the net, top of the key. Goes left again. Washington from way outside. Three-point shot is good. And right back at you, Derek. I'm going to let you take it from here.
It's the Fridas, we've talked about it. Hampton leads the MEAC in three-pointers made. But Stinnett, she's come out and has been very aggressive. We've talked about her ability to drive to the rim because of her size and athleticism, and she's putting it on full display.
Just as you talked about, maybe if she can definitely add some things to a game and just be confident and not be nervous, she could be a very solid player for this program as they move forward and definitely replenish the talent. Three-pointer, no good. Ward, travel.
And Cole traveled earlier in that same possession. that let it go the first time, but the second time, the ref just couldn't let it happen.
So as you said, getting this game in the half court, definitely something that the Hornets definitely want to do. They did it there, getting the turnover. Now they can try to matriculate through the air offense and use that pick and roll, as looks like we may get ready to see in a little bit. Inside, and it's thrown right away to Ward. Ward gets it over to Gilbo. Gilbo gets it over to Cole. Ball knocked away, and it will stay with Lady Pirates here.
Good job by Washington not giving up after the turnover.
DeFreitas, she can shoot from anywhere, but not going to do that. Three-point shot up, way off from Cole. Just the net wisely brings it out. Inside to Hawkins. Hawkins loses it. Hawkins tries a lot of one-hand catches. Doesn't work out there. Cole with the bitty feed. No good. Messed up a highlight play there, Gilbo. Jay Washington is fouled. So, Hornet ball.
Also, they're throwing a pass to Hawkins, but she's not set to get a pass into the post yet. Led to a couple of turnovers. They got to let her seal her woman off first and then call for the ball. They're throwing it before she can really do that, and it's led to a couple turnovers.
Washington will hit to the line as the Hornets actually have the Pirates in the bonus. So, still with 5 minutes remaining, they definitely can try to cut into this lead with those free throw attempts at the line.
Exactly. The Hampton Pirates, they're an aggressive pressing team, but they're in foul trouble now. So use that aggressiveness against them. Force a little contact, get them some trips to the line.
Good point there. Washington makes the first, so she'll get another opportunity. 31-17 is the score. And Washington makes both, so 18-31 is the score. And the Hornets are definitely trying to find a rhythm offensively. Throw a little bit of a press, almost caused a turnover, but DeFreitas picks it up and goes up and under on Hawkins. And what a play there, and you see just how good DeFreitas is.
Drawing some oohs and ahs from the opposing team's crowd means you really put on a nice play, and that's what she just did there.
Inside goes Davis, and she banks it in. A highlight play of her own there, Derek. I'm sure we got the replays revved up for those. We'll get to look at those in a minute.
Good hesitation move by Davis and using her body to shield herself from the shot blocker.
It's always a question I had with Davis with that body size. Why is she using that to her advantage? As we got a three-pointer right back at you. Kenya, cold world it is. She makes a three-pointer. Why doesn't Davis use that body more to get inside the basket?
Once again, picking up the dribble before there's somebody to pass it to.
Washington inside and fouled. A little bit of a late call, but we'll take that. And she'll get to the line down by 16 with a chance to possibly cut it to 14.
Washington, who just came back a couple of games ago from an ankle injury. Each time she goes down, I kind of just hold my breath. But she looks fine right now, so she'll be heading to the line. Still 1-1, but here's the replay you wanted so much. Well, first, we're going to get the nice layup by DeFreitas. Watch the crossover, goes back to her right hand, uses the glass. Beautiful move there.
Washington makes the first. Yeah, definitely a good play there. You see the ability, not only the ability, but the quickness, speed, and just overall offensive prowess that DeFreitas has, and only a sophomore, the poise of a senior.
Exactly. Last time these two teams met, she had a game-high 25 points, and you can see why.
Inside, Jordan. Jordan bowls away in. Hawkins looked for a charge, didn't get it. Washington brings out the fast break. Aldridge gets it. No one there. Bringing it out. Has the net. Hawkins inside. Hawkins is going to drop step. She does. Up. Big boy move. Bully ball. Tiara Hawkins with a 2-point shot. And the Hornets have some sort of rhythm, Derek.
That's a very quick move before the triple team could get there. Smart move by Hawkins. If she wants to score, she's going to have to do it very quickly.
Great close out there by Stinnett. Pass goes to Cole again. Cole from downtown, no good. Washington won't get it. Gets it over to Stinnett. So the Hornets on the defensive side getting it done as well, and that could be the key to cutting this lead down some more.
Somebody has to help out Washington.
Stinnett drives left. Hawkins thought about it, fakes it, goes inside, and it's called for a charge.
I'm sorry, Hawkins is hurt. Hawkins is hurt. A tough fall. She's had shoulder issues in the past. She's had some back issues in the past, but she's grieving in pain right now.
And that's the last thing you want to see, especially on senior day. Definitely a tough play right there, but we'll look at this play right here. Looks like she just took a hard shot and then falls as well. So
don't see how that's a foul on her, that she tripped over a body that was on the ground, but she's writhing in pain. Like we said, some shoulder problems in the past, but gets up on her own too, and we'll run back to the huddle.
Definitely a tough play there, but we're going to look at Davis's layup here. Can you talk a little bit about that play?
If you make this shot, hold on, brother. If you make this shot, the band, you know what?
Actually, this is a quadruple team, but it doesn't matter because Hawkins' nice move going to her left shoulder like she likes to do so often. But here's the Davis play as we were talking about. Doesn't use the screen. Little hesitation move, and then nice move. Double clutch layup in the lane for the finish.
Well, Derek, 36-24 is the score. Hornets have shown some life here. What have they done well, you think?
I think they've slowed the game down, and they've turned the ball over a little less. Their advantage is attacking the paint, using their size, and playing bully ball and getting to the line. And that's what they've done in this last couple of minutes to kind of cut into this lead here and stop the bleeding, because it looked ugly early on, but they've settled down, and hopefully they can make a run before halftime.
Well, the Hornets have cut this lead to 12 and have some life, as I said. Definitely using different tactics. They don't usually use the press, a lot of pick-and-roll offense, and the ability of getting in the bonus and get to the free throw line and knock down that free throw. Something they do well. So those three things could be the key going down the stretch and staying out of foul trouble as well.
Exactly. Foul trouble hurt them last game, and having Bogart out definitely hurts them this game.
And this five for the Lady Hornets has done well. This spurt of Davis, Aldridge, Blackburn, Washington, and Stinnett. So, especially defensively wise.
Exactly.
Great closeout again by Stinnett. Cole goes left, throws it up, and a foul's called. Definitely a tough call, but probably got a little bit of the hand right there.
Looked like it's going to be on Davis. Kind of a bailout foul, but was a little bit of contact on Cole.
As
Hawkins.
Cole makes the first one, and it looks like Hawkins is going to sit back on the bench.
Looked like she was going to check in at first, but probably take a couple minutes for rest. No need to rush her back as of yet, especially with a hard fall like that.
Davis will take over the point guard duties for this team, take a little bit of pressure off of Washington. Gets it over to Aldridge. Aldridge loves that right side of the court. Washington, it's the net. It's the net with the travel, and you can see it in her face. That is not what she wanted right there in that situation.
Looked like she wanted to shoot the ball, but the closeout forced her to kind of take a step and dribble before she wanted to. Those are the mistakes that she just has to learn from.
Now, the Hornets in that 2-3 zone, we saw it work well for them, Derek. That 2-3 zone definitely was something they used to their advantage last game. And as I say that, we got the turnover right on cue. Aldridge inside, floats it up, no good. Blackburn of the outstretched arms, no good. but Washington will get it back. 2:25 remaining. Screen from Blackburn over to Aldridge. Aldridge, this three will help. No good. Had a good look at it.
Aldridge needs to get back instead of trying to go for the strip. There's a fast break on the other end.
Luckily, DeFreitas misses, and we have a travel by Ward again. So looks like the Hornets will live to fight another day.
Sometimes when the Hornets, they miss a shot they feel like they should have made, they go into a frantic mode and they just run right at the ball handler, and they get a fast break on the other end. Luckily, that time, it was a missed layup.
Fortunately, I'm not sure DeFreitas is going to miss many of those. Probably the only one she'll miss the rest of the day. But you take advantage of it and try to build something off of it. Speaking of which, Blackburn with the screen. Hornets swinging the ball side to side. Definitely one of the best ways to beat this zone. Aldridge tries it again and gets one to fall. Good shot there from Micah Aldridge. She's seeing triple, and the Hornets trail 38-27 with 1:40 remaining. Lupo inside, shot up and in. Textbook post play there by Lupo, and she's definitely put on a show early on in this game.
Good job by Lupo running the floor and getting deep post position where she didn't have to put the ball on the ground.
Lupo now with 14 points. Derek says she only averaged 3, so she's quadrupling Lupo. She is her point total today. Davis, good move inside, just a bit outside, missed it. White
Somebody
back
has
the
to
other way.
stop the ball.
Good job there, as you said, by someone stopping the ball. Aldridge didn't close out strong as she could, but the shot is off. Cole misses it. Washington's going to push. Washington gives it over to Aldridge. Aldridge in that spot she loves for 3. Lines it up. It is rattles in. What a shot there by Micah Aldridge. And Coach 6 needs 60 seconds because the Hornets are a little bit on a roll here. 40-30 with a minute remaining.
Good two-woman game by Washington and Aldridge. Washington knows that's Aldridge's spot. She's been wide open the last 3 possessions and knocked them down on the last 2. It looks like we got a game on our hands.
Definitely something we wanted to see when it's coming into this game. How would the Hornets respond to the 5-time MEAC champions? A minute remaining in the first half, 40-30. They definitely have done well. Talk a little bit about this offensive set here.
The first one's just in a zone. The weaknesses are going to be on the corners, and that's where it is right there for Aldridge, knocking that one down. And then Washington, after the rebound off the Cole miss, sees the advantage, takes off, sees Aldridge on her right side, gets the defense to collapse, and nothing but nylon for Aldridge.
He played quarterback for us.
Hornets down 10. 1 minute remaining. So we'll see how this last minute plays out. Hornets have made this a game. White gives it over to Ward. Gilbro drives in. Pass stolen by Blackburn, but Blackburn gives it right back. Ward gets it back. It's the net knocked away. It should be Hornets ball, and it will be. And 36 seconds remaining.
Great defense by Blackburn. Just single-handedly blew up their play that they had ran. Hornets in no hurry. Want to use a lot of this clock here.
Great pass there from Davis into Blackburn. And that's Hornet offense at its finest. What a play there in the half court. Great defense there by the Hornets, putting the pressure on. His zone has worked for him. Hampton looking for something. Tries the floater. It is good, and White quiets the cost. And that is how the first half is going to end. So Hornets trail 42-32, Derek. Game that started a little slow, a little bit ugly. What have the Hornets done to make this, like you said, a competitive contest with the 5-time MEAC champions?
For the most part, they've made it a half-court game. They've been patient in their offense. They're only running when they have to. When they have their 2-on-1 advantage or the 3-on-2 advantage, they push the ball. But besides that, they're being careful. They're making the smart passes. Everybody's running to the ball and catching it instead of what they were doing earlier and just waiting for something to happen. They're making something happen.
Definitely a great point there. We're at halftime here. Derek, real quick, what do you think Coach Lewis is going to talk to our team about in halftime?
Continue to know that they're going to trap. Keep your head up and find an open person because people are open all around the courts because of how Hampton likes to aggressively play. So just look for your teammates. Make the extra pass, and they will be able to get a lot of offense in this half-court sets.
Definitely a great point there. 14 minutes remaining, 42-32 to score. On senior day, what have you seen from the seniors in the first half?
I think the seniors have done a good job, especially Hawkins early on. Just when things were going bad, they gave the ball to Hawkins, and she made a living at the free throw line. And she was able to be the leading scorer with 8 points and also a couple of blocks. So she's done a good job defensively and offensively. She has to keep it up for the Hornets to make a run. And also Jay Washington, she's closing in. I'm sorry. She's 1 assist away from 300 on her stellar career. Already has the record for 126 assists for the single season record, which she did last year. So they're both playing very well, and that's what you expect from 3-year, 4-year starters like Washington and Hawkins.
Definitely be interesting to see. 42-32 to score, halftime here at DSU-TV. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Get your Baltimore self out here. The 4-4. Dr. Williams. I'm going to save you, Dr. Williams. I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to get you. Miss Williams ain't here. Give me, young fella. Come on, young fella. You got your swag. You got your swag going right now. What's up? You got the best swag in here. You better than me, Carl. Okay. Now, I got a lot of contestants right now because this is the last home game of the season. We want to give away some money. Now, the difference is it's no longer a half-court shot. Right now, we at how much? About 700, 800? 15,000? We at some number. Each game, we added $50. Now, the only person who could probably shoot somewhat of a half-court shot is going to be him. We're moving it all the way back to three-quarter court. All right? You get one try. You get one try. You get one try at life. He said, can I get a boy ball? What can I get? Find me a boy's ball. Let me get my ladies first. Ladies first. Come here. I'm going to let you get a little bit closer. You get half court. You ready? What's your name? What's your name and your year?
Maya.
Come on, girl, speak up.
Maya.
You ain't beat me up. Maya, you got one shot. All right? I like your purple sneakers, though. Let's see what you got. Oh, that was actually a pretty good try. I ain't gonna hold you. Miley, appreciate you. All right. Next up, Baltimore, what you got for me? She just graduated like 2 years ago, right? Last year, she was a former member of the basketball team. All right? Holding down Baltimore. You ready? No, you was a player, so you got to scoot back. That's too easy for you. Right there. Oh, my, look at your Uggs. That thing's shiny. Go ahead. I ain't never seen glitter Uggs. Are you just going to take all that time? Oh! Oh. She almost had that, John. Them Uggs is cute, though. You know she's from Baltimore because Baltimore wear red hair all the time. All the time. Little man, I'm going to say you for last, all right? You got the best swag. I want my athletic director to come up here and show him how it's done. You got to go from right here, Mr. Skip. Right there. My athletic director, let me say my athletic director got any athleticism. Let me see what you got. Oh, no. I gotta be nice to him. He cutting the check, okay? He cutting the check for me. I gotta be nice to them. All right, I'll be sure. Let's go, baby. Hair all wavy. It looks, oh, you almost had that, John. Next up, let's go. Oh, you just missed the court like by 30 yards. Is that Kanye? Let's go, you up next. The one screen. That looks good. Oh, you almost had it though. The Jordan's cool. Let's go. Ice Cube, Allen Iverson. Oh, almost had it. Little Too Fly, come here, little man. What's your name? Tommy, that shit people's over there. You with Hampton University? Oh, who you with? Dell State? Okay, all right, good answer. His dad told him, right? He said, no, yes, I'm with Delaware State University. We're all blue on, but we love the kids. Can you play basketball? Oh my, where's your dad? That's your dad? Pops, put your hand up, Pops. Let me tell you something, you're doing a good job of raising this young man Everything he responds is yes, yes, sir, yes, no, sir, yes, sir. So you ready to win this money?
Yes.
See, I told you. You ready to get this money, right? You ready? Now, if you get it, you're going to have all the school gear you want. Can you imagine $700
Yes.
in your pockets?
Yes.
Now go ahead and shoot it. Let me see what you got. Oh! He almost had it. Should we give him another chance? We're going to give him another chance. Clap it up. Hold on, Mr. Two Fly. Hold on. Y'all clap. Make some noise for him. Y'all want him to go again. You see how the crowd supporting you? They want you to win it. All right? I don't know how much money we at. But matter of fact, I don't know if we can give the kid the money. I don't know if that's against NCAA violation. I don't know. You ready? Let's go. Hold on. Hold on. You took too many steps. The band always ready. Always ready. Now you got to shoot it from here. You can't cross it. So if you take off, you got to take off from that line, all right? All right, go ahead. It's on you. Step up. We love the kids, because we want you to come to Dell State. Not HU. They ain't even the real HU. My bad. I'm just playing. Right there, let me see what you got. That looks good. Oh! Hey, clap it up for him. Clap it up for you, young man. We still got a gift certificate for you right there. All right? Oh, you good? Fresh mohawk. Appreciate it. Now, who else think they can win it? Who threw the half-court shot? I got time for one more person. One more. They said I'd never come to this section. Who you on the phone with? You want to do it? Do we got enough time for one more? You know what? Come on, hold on. You're 6'4". She play basketball? You played at Maryland? What in the world? We need to recruit, okay? You gotta get her on the team. All right, since you play, you gotta shoot it from like the bathroom. Huh? Not to gender equality. I don't care because you're a female. Now, here you go. Half court. Hold up. Okay, go ahead. I'm just messing with you. Nikes look good, though. Oh. Should we give her one more try? Nope. Or nah. Hold on, you can go ahead. I don't know if you're gonna get a gift or not, though. I just want to see somebody make it. And she made it. And you know this. And she made it. And she made it. You know what? I can't give you the money because she wasn't supposed to take the shot, but I'm gonna give you a gift certificate anyway. You already got it? She got a $5 gift certificate to Chick-fil-A. Can't even get a full meal with it. It's like now, if y'all don't know, come here. I got 1 minute. Now, people don't know you in the WNBA, do they? I'm gonna call you out. Now, what's your name? And tell the people who you play for and what's your name.
I'm Tiana Hawkins, and I play for the Mystics.
Shout out to, go ahead now. Mystics here at Delaware State University. All right, good to see you. Hold it down. Approaching storm, y'all ready? Let's go. That's Tiara Hawkins' sister. Family right there.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime in the Hornets' Nest here. 42-32 is the score. We're about a minute away from second half action. Delaware State University Lady Hornets trail the 5-time defending MEAC champion Lady Pirates of Hampton, 42-32. Derek, we're going to take a look at some of these halftime stats. What stood out to you so far?
Well, the first thing that stood out to me is that the Hornets were able to survive because they were able to knock down a couple of threes. They're not really known to hit a lot of three-point shots, but Aldridge stepped up and knocked some down and kept this game within arm's reach. Also, once again, 13 turnovers. That's not very good, but they did a good job in the second part of that first half, cleaning that turnover problem up, using Davis to be more of the point guard and letting Washington and Aldridge play off the ball has been more successful for them. So hopefully they keep that up. They're doing a good job on the boards as well. And if they can keep those three things up, they can make a run, but they're going to have to play a very good second half.
One thing that stands out to me is the three-point percentage. The Hornets aren't necessarily a good shooting team, especially from long range. But when you look at 4 for 8, 50%, I think picking their spots when to shoot, they can keep this up along with what you said with the turnovers, cut those down and rebound and consistently stay out of foul trouble. This could be an interesting finish, to say the least.
Exactly, and I think they did a very good job on picking their spots when they shoot. When they've shot in the three, it's been a wide open look from the wings because they're taking advantage of the Pirates' press and are getting some open looks. If they can continue to do that, maybe we could get a game. Maybe we could get an upset. Maybe we could get a court storming. Who knows?
Well, we're ready to resume play here. Definitely will be an interesting finish. The Lady Hornets have made it interesting the last few games we've covered, Derek, and have definitely made it interesting.
Looks like one of the band members having a little bit of a birthday celebration.
Pirates will have the first possession in the second half here, up by 10. The number 1 seed for the MEAC tournament coming up next week. They'll have a bye in the first round. And speaking of bye, Jay Washington with a steal. 1 assist away from 300. Does she get it here? This is the question. Up. I think she knew it. She had her hands up.
She has to get back, though. That's where she makes her mistakes.
Or
get
she gets
back
a
after
silly
the
foul.
miss.
Exactly. And speaking of getting back, Davis gets right back to it, and 2 early turnovers forced by the Lady Hornets.
Uncharacteristic of the Pirates. They're normally very cautious and careful with the ball. Expect a timeout after this possession, knowing how Coach Six operates.
The Nets starting the second half here. Bogart is going to stay on the bench, it looks like. To start the second half, Derek shares 3 fouls. So
Exactly, and they're going to have to find some sort of offense.
Three-pointer shot is up. Rims out. And Stinnett had a good look there. 2 good looks early on. Just couldn't get him to fall. Now that 4 for 10 from three-point range. Inside, Lupo again with the left hand this time. And she gets another easy lay-in in the paint. All the points have been from the paint.
Lupo doing a good job getting deep post position. Another dangerous pass. I don't know what the play was on that one.
Davis tries to get back, and Lupo is fouled, and she'll hit to the line as the net fouls her.
Washington and Davis having a discussion because that was, I don't know what she was looking for in that pass to Hawkins. Sometimes they force it into Hawkins a little too much, and it leads to some turnovers. And they had a golden opportunity with 2 turnovers by the Pirates to make this a single-digit game, but they failed to do so.
Free throw is up and in by Lupo with 16. Make that 17 points on the even, now 18. And the Pirates stand at lead 45-32. About 2 minutes into the second half here. Davis takes a screen from Hawkins. Hawkins goes inside, back out to Davis. Davis thought about it, drives in, 15-foot jumper. It is good. So Aaliyah Davis showing a little bit of her offensive repertoire today, and she's having a nice game early on.
And smart play by Hawkins, knowing that double team, triple team is coming. Pass the ball back out to her teammate.
And Lupo on the other end. Hawkins gets beat on the front on the post, and Lupo scores the easy points.
Expect Blackburn to come in soon. Hawkins is not a great defensive post player. She's a good shot blocker. But in terms of just guarding her player on the post, that's not her strong suit.
Washington met by a trap. It's the net, swings it in the corner. Fake by Davis. Davis from 15 feet again, and that shot is silky smooth. Aaliyah Davis coming out with a hot start in the second half.
Smart pump fake move by Davis, and then took a step in to make the shot a little easier for herself.
Knowing your personnel. She knows she's not a three-point shooter, but she knows she can make it from about 15 feet on in. And wildly, Jordan gets into the rim, overpowering the Hornets and getting easy points.
Davis cannot gamble like that in the zone. Just have to slide your feet. When you let penetration in the middle of the zone, things happen. We're going to get a double dribble here by Jay Washington.
So Jay Washington with another turnover.
Hawkins called for a sub when she was trying to face Lupo in a post. You can see she just can't use as much strength due to that injury and was getting bullied a little bit.
White, who had a very good first half on both ends of the floor.
I don't understand why Bogart is in guarding Lupo, who has been dominating, because she has 3 fouls. One more foul, and you really cannot use her for 10, 11 more minutes.
Lady Hornets definitely have to find a way to stop that inside scoring of the Lady Pirates. They're just dominating them in the paint. Washington drives, and I think she's going to be called for a foul.
I don't know too much about that foul. I thought she slid her feet perfectly, but we saw some bodies on the floor and injuries, so probably trying to keep the game a little bit more in control.
And how about that, Derek? DeFreitas inside on the post, showing a little bit of her versatility.
And just like that, it's a 15-point game. Somebody has to come get the ball.
Davis takes it, goes inside. Another shot up, no good. A little bit of a heat check there in rhythm.
Somebody
White
has to
goes
stop the
in,
ball.
met by Davis, and she throws it back to herself. No call. And that's when you need a sight test for the referees. Great pass there, goes back. Washington has a shot swatted away, and Jordan says, not in here today. The Pirate took the treasure.
Washington probably should not have passed that one up. We talk about it sometimes. She's a little too passive on them fast break situations. That was a situation where she probably should have kept it herself.
Aldridge looking to get it going, and Bogart's in the game after an extended period on the bench. Washington takes it in and call for a travel. What do you think about that, Derek?
I think she did travel. I looked at it, and she looked like she took a couple steps before she even put the ball on the ground when she tried to fake right and go left.
That's definitely a call you don't see a lot of, but they definitely still do call it. And what has stood out to you starting out the second half here?
The second half, they don't have much rhythm offensively except for a couple of jump shots for Aaliyah Davis. They're going to have to find a way to get some of those open looks again that they were knocking down in the first half, but just haven't seen it. I also would like to see them use Aldridge in pick and roll situations. When they run pick and roll offense with Aldridge, she finds a way to get into the lane and normally finish as well.
51-36 to score here, 15:51 remaining. The Pirates have definitely shown why they're the 5-time MEAC champions 5 straight years. And can you talk a little bit about their success, Derek, for those who may not know how good this team and program is on the women's side?
Well, they're not just the best team in the MEAC, they're also the best overall team in the state of Virginia, and that's saying something when you have powerhouses like Virginia and Virginia Tech in that state as well. they have the better winning percentage between all of them. They do a great job recruiting, but a much better job coaching. We saw the early timeout for a layup that made it 2-0, and he was up and screaming. It's about that perfectionist type of mentality that he has that has led to success for the Hampton Pirates.
Definitely. If you don't know, now you know. Hampton Pirates basketball, especially on the women's side, is on the map. Speaking of on the map, you have the Frida's 3 from way downtown, no good. And it looks like the ball was knocked away from the net, and it'll go back to the Pirates. So the Lady Hornets looking for some sign of life to try to get back in this game.
And just to talk a little bit about the Pirates' success over the last 6 years, they're 127-35.
The Frida's 2 easy opportunities, misses it, but gets on rebound. And Thrives is up, misses another one.
Blackburn has to get in this game immediately.
Ball's knocked away by the net. Goes back to the Pirates, and there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Lupo again. And she has another easy bucket. Kayla Lupo, the freshman, 6'2", out of Phoenix, Arizona, is having a game to remember here, ladies and gentlemen, with a career high looking like on her way.
And once again, Hawkins gets tossed to the floor. She fights so hard for post position, and everybody knows she's one of the best players in a MEAC, and just threw her down, trying to stop her from getting the ball.
Aldridge takes the screen from Hawkins. 15-foot jumper swatted away by Lupo. Lupo gets to the head to Cole. Cole to the Fridas. The Fridas ahead of the pack, and that's as easy as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Turning defense into offense, and the Pirates do it better than anyone, especially in the MEAC, and they extend the lead 55-36, and it's getting ugly.
And also the spacing just does not look right. Whenever someone can get 3 players triple teaming you and nobody's open, you know there's some spacing issues.
Bogart on the right wing. Hornets looking for a way to score here. Inside, great pass off the pick and roll. And it's like a foul. It's going to be called. So Bogart ahead to the line here. Well, Derek, seeing as though it's senior day, our last game here, who are some of the players that you know are coming back for the Hornets, or assume are coming back, as you say, and what do they need to do to get it better?
I think, first of all, Blackburn has to work on her touch underneath the rim and from 5 feet and in, because she is such a dominant rebounder. She can really make a living with offensive putbacks and also hopefully develop a little bit of a free throw shot. She's not particularly reliable, so she's not in the game sometimes during a stretch run, but if she can work on those couple things, she can be an all-MEAC performer that she's about to check back into this game as we speak.
Definitely a good point there. The Fridas from downtown. Shot is up, no good. Lupo with the offensive rebound. And Cole will have a three-pointer lined up, no good. Hawkins with the rebound. Up ahead to Davis, and Davis finishes with the left hand. So a great outlet pass there, just like you're taught, from Hawkins to Davis, getting easy points for the Hornets.
And that's something they can do a little bit more of if they can just get a defensive rebound.
Ward inside the Lupo. What an entry pass. Ward gets it back off the give and go. Throws it up. No good. Davis inside the Bogart. Bogart has great touch around the basket, and she shows it there from about 15 feet.
I love when they use her in that type of situations because she can stretch the defense out with that shot.
Look at somebody like Bogart. She'll be back next year, senior. What is she going to have to do, Derek?
She's going to have to take over the role that Hawkins has and be that go-to scorer. She definitely can do it and showed it on Saturday against the Hawks where she dropped 27 points.
Definitely interesting to see her growth as we get into next year, her senior season. We talk about her great touch around the basket with either hand. Definitely can get it done. Next step is, can she be that dominant defender? And Hawkins, great job there, getting to the line, drawing a foul as the team is down 15.
Hawkins just been taking a beating today. It's fallen on the ground at least 6-7 times so far, but just continues to get up and fight for her team.
So we'll get Tyler Hopgood checking into the game here for Brielle Ward.
Yeah, Ward with her 4th foul on that last play. Blackburn finally coming back into the game. Just under 13 minutes remaining in the second half.
Hawkins' second free throw is up and in. So the Hornets not dead yet, 55-42. Pass stolen away from Bogart. So Bogart with the steal. Hornets with another forced turnover there. They've done a pretty good job here today. Davis goes left, hesitation dribble, gets it back, takes it herself, and that pass is knocked away and stolen. What a play there by the Freitas.
And a bad foul by Hawkins. Just get back on defense. You're not going to get that possession back. It's a turnover. Just get back and set up your half-court set on the defensive end.
Jordan inbound, she got over to Cole, 12 minutes remaining. Hornets trail by 13. Not an insurmountable lead, but they got to definitely get something going. And speaking of which, they got to get something going defensively as well.
Wonder how long you keep Hawkins in the game. She has 4 fouls. She cannot get another one. She'll be out.
Hobgood inside, no good. Our first attempt of the day. Lucky for the Hornets, they missed that easy opportunity, but they are just having their way inside the paint. Jay Washington set to check in. Slip screen by Hawkins. I don't know what happened, but the ball's knocked away. And it'll stay with the Hornets. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. So, Derek, we're about 11 minutes remaining in this game, down 13. What do you think the Hornets are going to have to do in these next few minutes to try to make this a single-digit lead?
It all starts on the defensive side. They have to rebound. They're forcing missed shots, but they're not getting rebounds, and it's killing their ability to get out in transition for some open baskets before the defense of the Hampton Pirates can set. If they can get a rebound, as we saw, quick outlet from Hawkins to Davis for the lay-in. They can do that a lot if they can rebound the ball, because the Lady Pirates are crashing 4 or 5 people to the board, so there's nobody back on defense if they get the rebound.
Definitely interesting to see. I mean, moral victories aren't always being able to be used, but in a game like this, even if you don't necessarily come back, but if you can build more momentum, as you see Davis getting inside the lane there and making an easy lay-in, it'll definitely be interesting to see if they can build some sort of momentum, as we said, heading into the tournament next week.
And here's going to see another replay of Davis using the pick and roll. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the pick and roll. That's just getting into Bogart on a 15-footer from the free throw line. She knocks it down. When they use her in a high post and have Hawkins in a low post, they get a lot of good offensive looks from that. They should go to that a lot more.
Can you talk a little bit about the game Kayla Lupo has had for the Pirates? 21 points, 8 rebounds, and definitely has got it done. Add a block in there as well in 24 minutes of action, 9 from 13 from the field.
She's done a great job just running directly to the rim off of misses or made baskets, getting into good post position where she doesn't even have to dribble. All she has to do is just turn around and throw up a hook shot, and it's worked very well, 21 points.
Bogart, 15-foot shot, up and in. Chance for a three-point play, and her jump shot is so effortless, Derek. And we know jump shooting is the hardest thing to do in the game of basketball.
When we just talked about it, we just saw the replay. They just ran the play again. That play works a lot because she can shoot over just about anybody because she's 6'1".
The size of Bogart mixed with that touch. She's definitely an all-MEA caliber player as we head into next year when you look at what she could be if she continues to get in the gym and work hard, especially probably being the vocal point of the offense next year. And they're going to have to play through her, and I think seeing plays like that showing that she is capable of doing that.
Exactly, and the Hornets just continue to fight. It's only a 10-point game. They're just refusing to go down.
This team plays hard. They may not have necessarily the bodies or the talent, but they do play hard. Speaking of playing hard, they get a stop there, but a rebound. They have been killed on the boards today. Shot no good again. Another rebound.
This has been a Hornets undoing all season long, not being able to get defensive rebounds.
Jordan inside, pass knocked away. Hawkins knocks it away, but the Pirates touch it last. So Hornets force another turnover.
Smart rotation by Hawkins. She knew Blackburn was going to have to step up to the drive, but did a good job helping her teammate out, helping the helper.
Speaking of help, Washington almost with the turnover there. Gets it back, gets the ball up court. 10:45 remaining. Down 10. Hornets definitely need to keep it moving on the offensive side here. Bogart gets it, has the distinct advantage over DeFreitas. Goes inside and uses it and draws the foul. So the Hornets definitely with a chance here. And as we saw in the first half, they got the Pirates into the bonus. See what they do here.
And Bogart's the ultimate mismatch for this team because of her size, but also her ability to put the ball on the ground where guards cannot guard her out in the perimeter. And she's calling for the ball again. Let's see if they can get it to her.
Washington on the right wing. We'll bring it back. I'll set up the offense, try to get something going. Hawkins will set the screen, slips it.
Once again, Washington cannot just pick the ball up like that. But we're going to have a foul once again against Hawkins as they're trying to fight her and deny her post position.
Bogart gets it over to Aldridge in the corner. Aldridge drives. She likes to go to that right hand. Definitely want to see her work on that left hand in summer.
The only problem about this rotation where they'll have all three of their forwards, and it's not a lot of spacing and not a lot of players who can stretch the floor from long range.
And speaking of long range, Aldridge almost tries to bank in the three-pointer there. That definitely would have been a big shot for the Hornets. Up ahead of the pack is Jordan. Brings it back out. Swings it over. White to DeFreitas. DeFreitas, 16 points in today's game. Ward, 15-foot shot, no good. Knocked away. Washington gets it out. Washington might as well take it herself. She does. Goes up, misses, looked for a foul, didn't get it. .9:20 remaining as time slowly winds down. And the Hornets may be running out of time slowly. And up on the other end is good. Hobgood with the lay-in.
So they're going to bring Stinnett in for Blackburn to kind of give some spacing. The only problem with that is who gets the defensive rebounds for you. So Lewis playing a little dangerously close to the edge without a true rebounder in the game. Well, Hawkins is, but she's a little banged up right now.
Definitely, as you said, this 3-forward lineup. They definitely allowed a lot of easy opportunities inside the paint. And you said Bogart with 3 fouls. Definitely has to be careful.
Stinnett has to be a willing shooter.
Hawkins gets it inside, met by 2 defenders. What a pass inside to Bogart. And Bogart ahead to the line for 2 free throws.
You speak all the time about interior passing. That was just another example of a good find by Hawkins. Bogart going to the line.
Definitely one of the strengths for this team offensively. You talked about the 3 forwards. Doesn't have the spacing, but when you can slow the game down, you said in the half court, that interior passing is essential and valuable to this offense.
Exactly. And they have the ability to play fast, but against a team like Hampton that loves to press, you got to make them play the entire 30 seconds on the shot clock and tire them out a little bit.
And Bogart makes both free throws. Bogart a good free throw shooter as well, so a lot of assets to her game moving forward in her college career. Lupo, great defense there by Bogart, keeping the hand straight up. Good call by the refs as well, not calling anything. And good job there, showing a defensive intensity. It's the net.
Once again, another opportunity to make this a single-digit game. Dangerous pass.
Hawkins goes inside, looks for foul. Looks like she's going to get it. And I believe that the Pirates are now in the bonus, so the Hornets will be going to the free throw line from here on out.
Can Hawkins make this a single-digit game? They've been fighting at this 10 and 12 spot for the last 3-4 minutes, and she does.
And Hawkins makes the first. 57-48 is the score. So, as you said, Derek, there's definitely a chance to cut into this lead with 8:30 remaining. And she makes both of them. So, the chance of defense will start. And hopefully this team with the 2-3 zone can continue to get stops and stop the inside presence of Lupo and this Pirate offense. Great defense there by Stinnett, knocking it away. Derek, there you go. She talked about her length and ability as a defender. She definitely shows it here.
Defensively, she's definitely a ball hawk. Always seems to be around and just pesters defenders.
Washington takes the screen from Hawkins. We've seen the pick and roll be vital to this offense. Bogart in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Still some time. Alders will look for a screen. Gets it from Bogart. Over to the net. 3 on the shot clock. 3-pointers up. No good. And an air ball from Stinnett.
Not the possession you want. Had a chance to make it a 6-point game, but was never even able to penetrate into the lane and had to take a desperation shot there.
Well, Dirk, they finally cut it to a single-digit lead. 8 points. They're down 8. They're in the bonus, so they'll be going to the line from here on out. What do they have to do? They definitely shown life in the second half.
Continue to make this a half-court game, and they just have to continue to rebound. Hampton is not terrific on the offensive end. They get most of their points from forcing turnovers and getting out in transition. As long as the Hornets can take care of the ball and slow this game down and take advantage of the possessions they have, they can make a comeback.
Great point there. I mean, we talked about this team not having necessarily the depth or the amount of players on the bench. They have a short, strict rotation that Coach Lewis sticks with. This team definitely plays hard, and that definitely can be attended to the effort that they show each and every game. If they're going to lose, they're not going to go out without a fight.
Exactly, and we just did a replay of Bogart and what she's able to do, but defensively, they have to be able to make some stops. Here's just a breakdown that leads to a nice reverse layup on the other end.
Tierra Hawkins leading away for the Lady Hornets with 12 points. And Leah Davis with 8 points. And Micah Aldridge with 9. So definitely a little bit of everybody doing their job here in for the Lady Hornets.
During a break, Barbara Burgess, former forward for Delaware State Hornets women's team back in 1984 to 1989. Second all-time in scoring with over 1,800 points. One of the best players of all time for the Hornets.
Lady Hornets need another stop here defensively with 7:30 remaining. DeFreitas drives right, gets inside, and rattles it home, and she gets it done again. And you got to think, Derek, in a close game with us getting a little close, they're going to go to her for a bucket.
Exactly, and they got the rotation they wanted. Hawkins on DeFreitas, and there's no way she can just keep up with her. Once again, Washington picking the ball up before finding somebody to pass it to.
And Bogart look for the pass, gets it from Alders, and she'll go to the line. Draws another foul, so best thing to do when you're down is get free throws at the clock stop.
Exactly. These are the one undoing about the Pirates is that they're such an aggressive defense that they can get in some foul trouble when the Hornets have to make these free throws. They have to take advantage right now.
Bogart's first free throw, no good, so doesn't get another one-on-one opportunity. Lead is only 10 with 6:55 remaining, and DeFreitas not wasting any time. Shoots the three, no good. Bogart tries to rebound and gets the rebound, draws another foul.
So we'll walk the floor. Another chance to make this a single-digit game. And now we're in a double bonus.
Double bonus, so that means 2 shots here on out with 6:50 remaining. Still an eternity in the game of basketball. And she misses the first, but she'll get one more because, as Derek said, they're in a double bonus.
This game kind of reminds me of senior day last year where it came down to a lot of free throws. Jay Washington, after struggling at the line, hit some in overtime, and they were able to get the win for Deanna Harmon in her senior day game, and she's actually here in the stands today.
So down 9. Free throws are definitely a big part of the game. That's why they're free, ladies and gentlemen. You got to make them and knock them down. Cole drives baseline, ball knocked away. Inside goes Jordan. She just runs over Jay Washington, but it'll be a blocking foul called.
Washington gambled a little bit there and paid the price. He read it perfectly, but just a little late on the steal. And it's really bad to see two seniors, Hawkins and Washington, both in foul trouble, both with 4 now.
So the Hampton extends the lead back to 10, 6:31 remaining. And she rattles in the second one. So Jordan getting it done at the line now.
And Stinnett just dropped the ball and turned it over. And those are the mistakes.
And if there was one play that could sum up the Lady Hornets season, that might be it right there, Derek.
And Davis will check in right after that play for Stinnett. Just cannot make those mistakes late in the game.
DeFreitas with the floater, rattles it in, a little teardrop, gets it up and in. And she's showing a full repertoire out here today, Derek, ladies and gentlemen, as well. Showing why she's going to be on that all-MEAC first team. And speaking of stealing, Jordan with the steal. Takes the cookies, gets it ahead to Cole. Cole will lay it, no good. And Jordan is there to help a teammate out.
A timeout needs to be called here. There was a turnover and only one person back. You cannot have that happen. Now it's a 15-point game.
And the Lady Hornets are down 15, 6 minutes remaining. Derek, what, if anything, can the Hornets do to try to make this a closer game?
It's starting to get to that time where they're going to have to stretch the game out longer. They're going to have to press and try to speed this game back up. I know we preach patient offense, but they're down 15 now with not a lot of time left, not a lot of possessions left. So they're going to have to force some turnovers and play aggressively and gamble a little bit.
And the question is, when you play a team like this, as we get a look at a replay, talk a little about that, Derek.
Just nobody's helping on the weak side here. And easy lay-in. They got the mismatch in what they won in Hawkins, and nobody helped Hawkins out.
Now, if you lose to a team of this caliber closely, you get confidence and momentum, and you feel like you did something well and have something to build on. But if you get blown out and everyone expected to happen, you feel bad, and the confidence may start to rattle a little bit.
Exactly. Even if they lose a close game like this, it's more of a moral victory for them. Something they can build off of. Yeah, we may have lost, but we lost a close game to one of the best teams in the MEAC. But if you get smacked in front of your home crowd and senior day, that's a tough pill to swallow. So they got to fight hard. They have to fight hard because there's still some games left. They got a game at Coppin State, and then they head into the MEAC championship tournament. So they have to do a good job of having some pride and fighting back and having some momentum because tournament time is only a week away.
65-50, down 15 with 6 minutes remaining. So Lady Hornets will try to make some effort to try to cut this game's lead to a respectable margin and go from there.
Davis, who has done a terrific job, I think, handling the press, is back in.
Hawkins with the screen, slips it. Davis, as you said, checked into the game, almost throws it away. Kersey throws it a little bit out of range of Davis. Davis gets it back. Bogart loses it, but gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins ducks up under and gets the two-pointer. Add that to the stat sheet for Tierra Hawkins. 65-52 is the score, 5:30 remaining.
Just the way Lewis threw it up. Just throw a lot of dangerous passes and hope he can get a bucket.
Good rebound there by Bogart. DeFreitas with the miss. Washington pushing the tempo. Kersey, three-pointer, up, good. Cuts the lead to 10, 5 minutes remaining. So the Hornets are not done yet. They definitely have a chance here. And you see the three-point shot work to their advantage today. And the three-point shot is a great equalizer in the game of basketball.
And that's what Kersey's in the game to do. And I love that Washington pushed the pace and looked for her best friend in Kersey for the easy jumper. But another and one situation.
Spoke of best friends today, BFFs. The and one has been the best friend today of the Lady Pirates. Can you talk about how they're able to get so many and one opportunities in the course of a game?
A lot of miscommunication in the zone, and then once the ball is deep in the paint, there's really not much you can do. But if you're going to foul, you have to make it a hard foul, not a ticky-tack foul like that.
Great point there, 68-55 is the score. And Lady Pirates have made the Hornets pay inside and have abused them and bullied them and gotten a lot of three-point play opportunities and made them pay by knocking down the free throws as well. Bogart from about 18, no good. Kersey tries to knock it away and gets the turnover. Great effort there by Kersey coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, probably should have been a blocking foul by Kersey, but you cannot get mad at the effort trying to fight for that rebound.
Bogart met by 2 Lady Pirates, and Lupo takes it away. Larceny should be charged on that play.
That's a situation where it's just bad spacing. Hawkins and Bogart right next to each other led to the double team and a steal.
Cole takes the screen from Jordan. And the Lady Pirates will just swing the ball side to side with a 4-high action, try to take as much time off the clock as they can. And Lupo's inside, sweeping hook shot, no good. Jordan's there again, no good. Lupo's there again, it's good.
And it's a situation where Hawkins cannot be very aggressive with her 4 fouls.
And Lupo with 23 points on the day. Is having a career day, a freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Well, Dirk, over the past few minutes, you've seen just how good Hampton is in person. I don't think people realize you have to admire that. Talk a little bit about what they do on both sides of the floor. And it starts at the top of the coaching, but what do they do well?
It all starts on the defensive side of the ball for Hampton. They force turnovers and they get out into the break. They want to shoot a lot of threes as well in transition or attack the basket. During the half-court sets, you can see they want to get it into their post players or have the freaks try to find a way to penetrate into the lane. But they have a lot of three-point shooters where if they miss a shot, they rebound and they pass it out to Cole or DeFreitas or White, where they can knock down these three-point shots. And you're seeing a abundance of three-pointers, a abundance of offensive rebounds, and a lot of turnovers. And they're playing Hampton Pirate basketball.
We got a play here. Derek, talk a little bit about this play here.
This is just a situation of finding a way to make a save. Look at the effort, and Hawkins, with 3 people around, are able to finish. Nice job by Bogart not giving up on a play. And here's another situation of Washington pushing the ball up in transition. That's the best time to find a wide-open three-pointer, and that's what Kersey found. Knocking that one down, made it a 10-point game, but Hampton came right back.
Oh, Derek, they're down 15, 3:55 remaining. Game may be out of reach, but definitely got to try to make any semblance of a game you can here.
If they want to make a run, it's going to have to be now. I would not be surprised if after this made free throw, they go into some type of full court press to try to force some turnovers here.
Washington misses both. Ball knocked away. Up ahead of the pack is White. And White goes up and gets the easy 2 points. Kayani White with the deuce. And the Pirates look like they're going to cruise in the victory lane with an easy win as they're coasting to the MEAC tournament, who will be the #1 seed and go for 6. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 6 straight MEAC tournament titles as Bogart has an easy opportunity and misses both. And that kind of sums up the day the Lady Hornets have had, and in a sense the season as well, as the Frida's back the other way. She's helped take over this game in the second half, and her and Lupo have been a dynamic duo. She has 25 on the day. Lupo with 23. 48 combined from those two, Derek.
They've done a good job in a 1-2 punch.
Now the Lady Hornets have to get it going. 3 minutes remaining. 9 on the shot clock for Kersey. Get to the Bogart. Throws it right away, does Bogart. To Cole. Cole hesitates, throws it up, no good. And a foul's called, and we'll get free throws on the other end.
Can look at the body language by the Hornets. They know it's going to be very tough to make a comeback. They look exhausted as well. Each time they've tried to make a comeback, the Pirates have responded with a run of their own.
Bogart makes the first free throw. Bogart with 9 points on today's game. Hawkins with 14. And Bogart makes both. And the Pirates will call a timeout here. What do you think Coach Six is going to talk to his team about in this timeout? Up by a substantial margin.
It seemed like they didn't get into the set that they wanted, so that's probably he's probably just going to yell at them a little bit more. And you got to remember,
you did call him a perfectionist. I guess this shows it right here.
You got to remember that most of the time, only one team out of the MEAC makes it into the big dance. So he has to use this as practice time as well to get everybody situated and knowing that they cannot have no mistakes come tournament time, because even if they have the best record, does not mean they'll be in a big dance come tournament time.
Definitely a good point. They had a 12 seed last year, ladies and gentlemen. Highest seed ever by a MEAC team. And this year they could be on their way to maybe even a higher seed. Pass knocked away.
Coach Six still up, coaching, yelling at his players.
You don't get this good by accident. It definitely takes a lot of hard work and a lot of coaching. And Aldridge takes the cookies there. Washington, three. She would love this. In and out.
They needed that one.
Inside, Lupo, as easy as it gets. With 2 minutes remaining, Lupo with the 25 points. Well, Derek, since we're going down the line of young players on this Hornet team, what about Micah Aldridge? What does she have to do coming in next season, being a sophomore?
She has to work on her point guard skills a little bit. She's already a scorer, but she's going to have to learn how to run the offense, because they're going to need a lot more out of her next season with Washington gone. She also has to get a better left hand, but a little too much dribbling there by Aldridge. She turns it over.
Definitely. Her and Bogart will be the two vocal points of this team heading forward to next year. And look at that defense there by Bogart. Knocks it away, 76-58 score. We're at 135 remaining. But you look at Kersey will be back too. Talk a little bit about Kersey. She'll be going to her senior year.
I think Kersey has to look for her shot more, but also she has to learn how to attack the basket. I know she's only 5'4", but maybe develop a floater in-between game to go with the three-pointer that she can use when they run her off the three-point line.
Great point there, looking at some of those. And we'll get the bench cleared a little bit. Looks like, well, we'll get Aaliyah Davis back in. And
looks like Ari Wallace. Is that her checking in for the first time?
she'll get her first action of the season.
Went to my high school. Been waiting to say that all season long. She's getting a chance to show out in the last minute, 30 seconds or so. As Hawkins misses the first of 2 free throws.
And that looks like that might be it for Jay Washington in front of the fans here at DSU. And
expect Hawkins to be subbed out as well. She misses the second. To a polite applause, but she's one of the best players to ever put on a Hornet uniform, and so is Jay Washington. And sad that they couldn't have a better game and pull off an upset, but Hampton's just a very tough team.
Definitely. We talked a little bit about Hawkins. Let's talk a little bit about what Washington has done for this program as well. Battled a lot of injuries this season, but let's talk about what she's done as well.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for her injuries, but she has some. She has over 300 assists in a game. I mean, in her career, which is second all time, and she's been great for the Hornets. Floor general, and to have over 300 assists, most of that coming in just 3 years, shows just the court vision that she has.
And Jordan with an easy deuce. And Hampton's going to win this game easily, ladies and gentlemen, 78-58. But the Hornet program, what do you think this program needs to do moving forward, Derek, as we wrap up this game, as we have a shot up and in by Aaliyah Davis. She'll be back as well. So
I think going forward, it just needs to be more stability. There's been a lot of transfers, also injuries to the lineups that made them put up a lot of mixed match lineups this season. And they just have to find a starting five that can be consistent all year long without injuries. A starting, not a starting five, but a different rotation off the bench that they can use as well. And they have to just find some type of stability. I think that's the biggest play. And oh my goodness, Bogart just continues to destroy shots at the rim. Davis in transition.
She's had about 3 blocks in the past minute. And 3-pointers up and in by Aldridge with 11 seconds remaining. Try to make this a little bit closer in the score sheet. But you talked about stability. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, Derek. But this team definitely has to find stability, as you said, starting at the top. And the question is Coach Lewis going to be the coach of this team next year?
I hope so, because this is only her third season. Not really much to build off of. Second season, injury to Hawkins. Third season, injury to Washington. Injury to Bria Justice. A lot of injuries have happened and have ravaged the starting lineup. Let's see what she can do with a healthy team. Let's see what she can do when she has her starting five that she wants on the floor at all times. And I think she's done a good job, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, they have to develop more of an identity next season, though.
Lady Hornets still have one regular season game remaining, and then the MEAC tournament. As we get ready for the MEAC tournament, what do you have to do to try to win something?
I think we talked about them being an up-tempo offense, but I think the up-tempo kind of hurts them defensively because they turn the ball over a lot. The last couple games when they played a little slower, grinded out game, get the ball into the post, attack the paint, go to the free throw line. That has to be their identity. Not unlike what you see from an NBA team like the Memphis Grizzlies. Slow pace, Randolph and Gasol. We have Bogart and Hawkins. Play a slower pace, dominate the post, dominate the boards, win the game that way.
Definitely a great point there. Like you said, Coach Lewis only in her third year, so definitely would like to see stability, as you said. Bring her back, try to definitely recruit some good young talent, and continue to build around Bogart, Micah Aldridge, some of those veteran players she has, Leah Davis as well, and Kersey. So it'll be interesting to see. So a tough loss here. And talk a little bit about Hampton, I guess. They're going to the MEAC tournament again. Probably definitely going to be win it and be six-time possibly. What are they looking like as a program?
They remind me of how North Carolina Central is for the men's team. They dominate the regular season and they dominate the postseason, but anything can happen. There's some good teams. There's a lot of good teams in terms of Savannah State, North Carolina State, Norfolk State. So it's going to still be a toss-up, but of course the front runners have to be the Hampton Pirates, but it looks like going to have a little bit of a going-away gift for Jay Washington and Tiara Hawkins.
Definitely a tough loss for the Lady Hornets. They lose 78-63. Hampton wins, five-time MEAC champions. We do have a senior presentation coming up right before your eyes. You'll get to see it right here on WDSU-TV. We'll be right back in a few minutes for Game 2 of the doubleheader action between Hampton and Delaware State University. Hopefully the men can get it going. 5 seniors, all will start tonight. Stay tuned. We'll be right back on WDSU-TV.
Athletics, Lewis Skip Perkins is there. Also at center court is the president of Delaware State University, Dr. Harry Williams, and the governor of the great state of Delaware, the Honorable Jack Markell. Give him a hand at center court as we salute our senior players. Our first senior joined the program in 2012 after spending 1 season at Arizona Western, appearing in 76 games, including 65 starts. She has led DSU in assists each season on her way to becoming only the 2nd player in team history to reach the 300 career mark, in addition to setting a single season record in 2013-14 with 126. Also during that season, this player dished out a career high 12 dimes in DSU's blowout win over Wesley. A native of Las Vegas, Nevada, number 4, Jade Washington. Standing in for Washington's family is DSU Athletic Academic Advisor Randy Smith. Make some noise for DSU senior Jade Washington. Our final Lady Hornet honoree will go down as one of the greatest ever to put on the Hornet uniform, as one of 2 players in team history to register at least 1,700 points, 800 rebounds, and 70 blocks. Her first season was highlighted by winning MEAC Rookie of the Year, followed by a second-team All-MEAC selection as a sophomore. As a junior, despite being limited to 15 games, she was one of 8 players in the nation to average 20-plus points and 10-plus rebounds per game before her season was cut short by injury. This year, she earned MEAC Player of the Week honors twice, along with tallying 11 double-doubles, which is tops in the MEAC and 39th in the nation. Top performances include a career-high 34 points against Manhattan and 30 points and 14 rebounds against George Mason. Let's hear it for Lady Hornet Senior, number 24 out of Clinton, Maryland, Tiara Hawkins. Hawkins is accompanied by her mother, LaTanya, sister, Tiana, and Father Stewart. Welcome to DSU Hawkins family. Make some noise for our DSU 2014-15 Lady Hornets seniors, Jade Washington and Tiara Hawkins. Once again, give it up for Washington and Hawkins. Thank you, ladies. We love you. Thank you, parents, for coming out. Now, our men's seniors. This senior is a two-year letter winner for the Hornets. Last season, he led the team with 84 assists and was fourth in scoring. His first year with the Hornets was highlighted by a season-high 19 points versus Howard in the Big Apple Classic at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. This season, he is tops on the Hornets with 87 assists and fourth in scoring at 8.6 points a game. He scored a career-high 22 points in a win over UMES on February 14th. His career totals include 59 games, 44 starts, 494 points, 64 three-point field goals, and 171 assists. Put your hands together for 2014 senior number 2, Kendall Williams. Kendall is accompanied by his mother, Kimberly Williams, and Courtney Williams. Welcome to DSU Williams family. This senior is a 3-year letter winner with the Hornets. This season, he is tops in the MEAC and 12th among all NCAA Division I players in scoring at 20.2 points per game. Also, he's a 3-time MEAC Player of the Week this season. On December 17th, 2014, he scored a career-high 48 points against St. Francis, the second-best total in team history, and tops in all of Division I this season. He also scored a game-high 32 points in the Hornets' upset win over Wake Forest on November 28th. He has scored 30 or more points in 4 games this season. Entering tonight's game, he has reached double figures in scoring in 19 consecutive games and has a 3-pointer in 22 straight. His 526 points this season rank 11th in a season in team history. Make some noise for 2014-15 senior, a native of South Haven, Michigan, number 44, Amir May. Amir is accompanied by his dad, Amir May Sr. and family. Welcome to DSU, Mr. May and family. We'll be doing his senior day in about 20 years, so cry on, baby. Give it up for Amir May. Our next senior joined the Hornets in 2013 after 2 years at Cecil Community College. Last season, he was third on the team with 69 assists, including 5 against Georgia Tech. This season, he is second on the Hornets with 73 assists, including a career-high 7 at Iona. He also scored a career-high 14 points at Hawaii this season. His career totals at DSU include 56 games, 93 points, and 142 assists. He's a native of Wilmington, Delaware. Put your hands together for 2014-15 senior, number 55, Charles Burley. Charles is accompanied by his mother, Cindy Stevens. Welcome to DSU, Ms. Stevens. Our next senior is a 4-year letter winner for the Hornets. As a freshman in 2012, he was named to the MEAC All-Rookie team after knocking down 74 three-point field goals. As a junior, he was second on the Hornets in scoring at 12.1 points per game and was second in the MEAC in free throw shooting at 86.2%. He also earned his first MEAC Player of the Week award during his junior season. This year, he is third on the Hornets in scoring and second in three-point field goals. On January 26th of this year, he became the newest member of the Hornets 1,000-point club. His career totals include 118 games, 1,107 points, 433 rebounds, and 190 three-point field goals. He needs one three-pointer to climb to 4th place on the Hornets all-time list. He's a native right here of Dover, Delaware. Show some love for 2014-15 senior, number 5, Tyshawn Bball. Tyshawn is accompanied by his father, Thomas Bball Sr., brother, Thomas Bball Jr., sister, Shanika Bball. All the Bells, welcome to DSU. Well, we love families here at DSU. And last but not least, this senior will go down as one of the greatest centers in team history. Entering tonight's game, he has 289 blocks to rank as the Hornets' all-time leader. He needs 3 blocks to set the Hornets' single-season record for the 3rd straight year. This season, he is tops in the MEAC in 6 categories and ranks 2nd among all NCAA Division I players in total rebounds and defensive rebounds. He's also 9th in the nation with 15 double-doubles this season. Also this year, he's been named MEAC Defensive Player of the Week 8 times, MEAC Player of the Week once, and National Mid-Major Player of the Week on January 19th. In his career, he has 30 career double-doubles, 32 games with 10 or more rebounds, and 33 games with at least 4 blocks. Last season, he was named to the All-MEAC First Team. His career totals include 104 games played, 950 points, 748 rebounds, and a school record 298 blocks. Put your hands together for 2014 senior, the man in the middle, number 1, Kendall Gray. Kendall was joined by his parents as well as his brother Jawan. Welcome to DSU Gray family. One last senior we want to recognize from our cheer squad. We want to recognize senior cheerleader Jasmine Jackson, a 3-year member of the squad. She's a native of Clinton, Maryland, majoring in mass communications. Put some hands together for DSU senior cheerleader Jasmine Jackson, who's accompanied by her parents coming over from Clinton, Maryland. Show some love for cheer squad member Jasmine Jackson. Governor Markell and President Williams remain on the floor, as well as our Director of Athletics, Lewis Perkins. Hornet fans, today we have a very special guest in attendance. Focus your attention to the court as we welcome the governor of this great state of Delaware. The Honorable Jack Markell was born and raised in Newark, Delaware, and graduated from Newark High School. He went on to receive an undergraduate degree in Economics and Development Studies from Brown University and an MBA from the University of Chicago. Governor Markell is a Henry Crown Fellow and a Rodell Fellow at the Aspen Institute. He resides in Wilmington, Delaware, with his wife, Carla, and their 2 children, Molly and Michael, along with their dog, Rue, a mixed breed. Standing in center court with him was the president of Delaware State University, Dr. Harry L. Williams, as well as our director of athletics, Louis Skip Perkins, as they present our governor with his very own Hornet golf shirt and jacket. Hornet fans, give a huge round of applause to the governor of the state of Delaware, Jack Markell.
Thank you. I will wear both of these with pride. I also want to acknowledge a couple of my friends in the House. We have Senator Colin Benini, we have Representative Linda Nierek, Representative Harvey Kenton, and former Representative Darrell Scott. So thank you guys for being here. And thank you all very much. Go Hornets, thank you.
Now, Mr. Mark.
Thank you, Governor and friends. You're always welcome here at Delaware State University.
Mr. Markell, don't forget, I'm going to come get you at halftime. Told you get loose.